Hey everybody. So I wanted to create this YouTube video so I don't forget about what I need to do about my love life. I can always go back and watch this later on. But he had told me, because I had told him about how online dating sucked, and he said stay away from online dating because there's predators and people. And he also said that it's best to start off as friends until you get a chance to know each other. And I told him, I said, I'm a very busy person. And so I don't know. I think I'm going to do a bit of both to just get a chance to know somebody. And then eventually after that, I will get a chance to know people more in person. But, just how my schedule is and how I'd have to set up these dates and whatnot, I think it would be better for me because I've had a couple of experiences with dating online that were okay, casual dating, but of course the long term dating was a little bit different. And then, he said that that's the reason why a lot of people end up in divorces because they don't take enough time to get a chance to know each other. And I do agree with that advice. I do believe that it takes more than just getting a chance to see somebody at a store. And there's nothing wrong with just casually, getting a chance to know people, texting them and calling them and whatnot. But of course, you have to be mindful of whoever you decide to talk with. I had joined this Facebook group, this Christian dating thing, and just, talking, reading people's profiles, and just seeing who they are and whatnot. But, like I said, long term wise, when it comes down to marriage and what you're really looking for, everybody situation is a little bit different. And I know how it can be really intimidating for people who have to deal with dating and just love in general. And so it can really be tough for a lot of people to go back, especially if you're doing online dating and you're divorced and whatnot. And because divorced people, they have more money problems, and if they want to get a chance to know somebody, they may not have the money to do it. And it's the same thing, and I thought about doing singles ministry. I thought about doing that for a while because, you're able to connect with other people, other church members, and you're able to see people. You're able to get, reap the benefits out of that. So, I mean, that's for me is a way to really get a chance to know people. Um, I know a couple of different churches over here that I thought about going to, and hopefully they'll be able to help me get to the point where I want to be with my dating life and to show up like, I'm interested and really thrilled to, dating again because I wasn't thrilled about dating because I was just so stuck in my comfort zone. Because when I started getting a chance to know different people before, I thought I really trusted the guys that I was, friends with. And I had a couple of friendships that I was really close to, and I thought that we could have been together, and so just ideally knowing what you want is really half the battle, because I've had friendships that have lasted like for years. And so for me, it's not like I know I'm not able to really go out there and do it. It's more of, finding the right kinds of people to do that with. And so making sure that you do that. And definitely get yourself out of the mindset that all people are bad people, because not everybody is a bad person. I know I've had friends that said, "Oh, these guys are all awful." You cannot think like that and go into the dating world. You have to come out of the dating world in a better mind space. You have to think better and understanding that, everybody you're going to meet, there's going to be good people, there's going to be bad people, there's going to be people all across the nation that you're just like, wow, but you're out there meeting people. You're really giving it a try. I have anxiety. I have, anxiety when it comes down to like really talking with people, especially the opposite sex. But then I tell myself, when I'm comfortable with somebody, I can have a long conversation with them. I can really be myself around that person. So that part of it is physical attraction. The other part is the connection, the vibes, the whole interest level. And, I said to people, I'm not getting any younger. I'm getting older. So I'm just hoping that once, God helps me to finding a spouse, it is somebody that I'm going to be there. Somebody's going to be there and help support my goals, help encourage me to my goal sets, help me to build myself up to becoming a better part of myself. And I know that once I have that fulfillment that I've been longing for, that will make me into a better person, because I've already known I've worked on myself, like with my trauma, and I've done that for over 15 years, longer than that. And coming in and out of therapy, I have gone above beyond my Call of Duty when it came down to therapy, because going up from a dysfunctional home and just dealing with therapy and getting past therapy, that is a huge accomplishment. When you're a survivor of emotional abuse, that is a huge win for anybody, because when you're going through that trauma, you feel like nobody is around you. Nobody is protecting you from those triggers that you have, those anxiety attacks that you may have. So don't forget that, because if you're going through that part right now in your life, and I know a lot of people are, you're working on a goal that, especially if you're dealing with that right now, you're working on a huge accomplishment that a lot of people wish that they would have. And some people regret not being able to even do that at all. Some people don't even want to try to get past trauma because it's so difficult. It's more than just uncovering the surface area of everything. Like, you really gotta dig deep into healing. And it's like grief. You have to take that time day by day to kind of get past all that negativity and process that. That's why they have EMDR for people who have trauma, because it helps them to process. And I'm glad that Prince Harry did it, but because he showed people how serious trauma can affect the mind and the body and the spirit. Like, you are always in that defensive mode. You're always trying to get past that way of thinking and processing what happened, and if it's an accident or if it's something that physically harmed you, you're trying to get past all that. So that's what I would say about getting, if you're a survivor of emotional abuse or neglect, or and you're trying to recover from all that to be able to get into a unconditional relationship, which is not easy for a lot of people who are victims of trauma. So definitely give yourself, all that encouragement, all the doubt, the fear that you have that it won't happen. Because I know I had my doubts and fears that it wouldn't happen, but I know that I deserve better than what I've gotten from my trauma. So out of all those years of therapy, that's what it took. I'm very thankful to my therapist before Dr. Tim for really showing me that I can get past the default of my family and just really pushing through, knowing that that was not me and that was just a part of what I was going through in my life. So yeah, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Create more content out there for people to know and to share it with you guys, and hopefully you guys can learn more and get some value out of this video, because this video, it could help thousands and thousands of people who are going through the same situation. I know there's lots of people who are going through domestic violence situations, or they're going through a situation which they wish they could get out of, and they feel stuck, especially women. So be safe out there. You guys have a great one.